All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome as we begin the official press conference here for the 5th round of this championship. And again, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to come back here. First time in 14 years. And let's start things off with Nicola. Nicola San-Germano, would you like to open up this press conference and give us your thoughts about the day today?
Well, I think it is the best event I have organized of the last 200, how many events Formula One?
277.
277 events organized of Formula One. The Grand Prix of Amaravathi has been the best event we have done, and that you can ask all the drivers and the international media. Really, congratulations to the government, congratulations to all the departments who have been involved. I understand that there is an extremely accurate plan to develop water sport related tourism in Andhra Pradesh, in the Krishna River, and on the 950 kilometers of beaches, beautiful beaches, and that is a fantastic project. And I must tell you, I'm absolutely sure that from the next event on, the Youth Training Center of the International Federation will be operational. And I'm speaking of the 1st of February. So before 1st of February, we are going to activate a youth center to train young, very young, because the 3 fantastic drivers that we have here are Formula One. But we want in the next 15 years to have sitting at this table some Indian, and there is the potential, and we are going to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nicola San-Germano, president of F1H2O Racing and the promoter here for many, many years. It's wonderful to have him here. All right, let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the way this press conference will work is I will start off by asking each one of the drivers a couple of questions. And when I'm done asking the top 3, then I will open it up to you, the audience, to ask a few questions. And after the press conference is officially over, then we will give you a few moments of your time to maybe ask the drivers individually. All right, so here we go. If I could have some quiet in the room, please. Sean Trente, congratulations, my friend. The 3rd time this year that you have won the race from the pole, and now you move into the #1 position of this championship with 72 points. You had a tough day today, not only the heat, but also the heat from behind with Marit Stromley. She would not give you any breathing room. And when you closed the gap, she came in and closed it even more, and then you stretched the gap again. Talk about the race and the race strategy that you had today for those 44 laps.
Well, you know, I talked with Merritt before the race, even before the start, and our situations are a little bit different at this point in the season. So, you know, my aim and my goal is to win the World Championship. Obviously, we wanted to win the race today, but the goal is to win the World Championship. So I told her if she got a good start and was up on me, if she left me some space, I literally would give it to her because I'm not going to take any risk. So I got a good start, and then really from that point forward, it was a matter of managing the gap. and Merritt did a really good job of pushing hard and sometimes making me push harder than I wanted to. But like I said, the aim and the goal is to be first after Sharjah. That's all I think about every day. That's all I work for. That's why I go to the gym at 4 in the morning, 4 days a week. That's why we test all the time. That's all I care about. So whatever we need to do to get there, that's what we're going to do.
Now, there was a bit of strategy being played out before the race was going to begin. The discussion was, we were trying something different today because we changed the course only for that very first opening lap. It didn't happen. Were you glad that it didn't happen, or were you disappointed it didn't happen?
No, it did happen for us because we still ran that portion of the course before the yellow flag. So it wasn't a problem. It was okay.
Yeah, they're just moving the trophies out of the way so they can see your faces.
Take what you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did have to do it, and it was okay though. You know, it's always a little nerve-wracking because it's not what you normally do, so you don't want to make a mistake, go to the wrong buoy, etc. But it was okay. We understand why they did it for safety, and we'll do whatever we need to do for safety.
All right, then Abu Dhabi in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we go home. So it's the aim of our team every year to win that race, and it's the aim of every other team to make sure we don't win that race. So we understand that, and we'll be prepared like always, and hopefully, if we get a little luck on our side like we've had, we'll have a chance to win.
Congratulations, Sean Torrente from Miami, Florida, from Team Abu Dhabi. And by the way, Sean, you've done something that most drivers on this tour in the history haven't done. You've won 3 races in 1 year, and you'd be surprised how many drivers have never accomplished that feat, including my partner, Jonathan Jones.
Let me tell you, it's been an unbelievable 2018 so far. I want to finish it off in the right way, like I told you, but I'm extremely blessed, extremely thankful for where I'm at.
Congratulations, Sean Torrente, your winner today. Now let's move on to the darling of the day. I think most people would say that Marit Stromoy, one of the best racers in the world. What a great day you had today. You dogged him all the way to the kennel today. You took him all the way home, and you wouldn't give him a break. And you also shot down the Swedish driver when he made his attempt, Eric Stark, early on. He got hosed down, almost took off.
Yeah, it was a bit of heat in that moment, but I had a very good restart. The first start was not that good, but the restart was good. And I mean, in this situation, I was chasing Sean, and you never know. So I kept trying, and obviously didn't go all the way to the finish. But I stayed on the tail just to see. Maybe he had a problem. Maybe he got caught up at some back markers. But I was trying.
How was the traffic today for you?
Apart from a couple of situations, we were quite okay actually. The people were moving away from our racing line. So it's always when you catch some drivers, you are always a bit nervous whether they will move or not. But I think we all made it in an okay way.
Very good, congratulations. Second place, you did that in Abu Dhabi. Can you do it again, do you think, this time around, or go for the victory? You've done well in the Emirates.
Yeah, I mean, the Abu Dhabi race, it's your home circuit, but I think we all feel a bit home in Abu Dhabi. We've been racing there for many years. My first race there was in 2002 in Formula 2. And it's a beautiful venue, and I would love to do a good race there again. I was second last year, but let's see what we can do.
And finally, for your thoughts of all the Indian press, your feelings about coming here for the week.
No, like we said yesterday, this has been a great event. Big effort from all the locals, all the media, all the people, smiling faces everywhere. We're so happy to be here, and we really look forward to come back next year.
Congratulations, Marit Stromoy. Great job. Second place today. Let's move over to the man who dominated the sport of Formula 2 for so many years. And he went through a bit of a rough patch this past week. First of all, the good news was it was your birthday earlier this week. The bad news was he ended up getting a birthday cake that he did not realize had peanuts in it. He's got a peanut allergy. And you ended up in the hospital, my friend, and Tell you what, you look like Bozo the Clown for a while there, my friend.
It was Benjamin Buttons, by the way, but whatever.
Yeah, we had an incredible dinner and everything with the whole Formula One family. So, and then somehow they mixed the peanut in the cream. I didn't see it and eat a lot because it was cake.
Well, the effects were only lasting you, about a day?
Huh?
The effects, were they just lasting you about a day? By the time you got to Friday...
it was better after a few hours, but then the day after I'm very tired, but after the second day I was back to normal.
So it didn't affect you, in other words?
No, okay. I can't blame that.
All right, let's talk about the racing today. You gave, on that first start, coming around, heading down the front straightaway, you got pretty much side by each, as we say in Canada, in the U.S., with Merritt, and then everything stopped, and then you went back to third place, and then you charged her again and again, and she shut the door on you. Do you think it might have been different if they hadn't had that, for you, if they hadn't had the accident in that first turn?
Yeah, I think it would be different. Marit is a very good driver, so it was impossible to overtake her. She didn't do any mistakes, and I think it would be different. I don't know, I can't say, but it's always easier to be in the front of the boat than behind.
Right. Well, you've led this championship this year, and now you're a scant 7 points back, with 40 points still up for grabs as we head to Abu Dhabi in 3 weeks. Your thoughts going forward?
No, I'm just happy to finish the race on the podium and still collecting points. Sean is very strong right now, but I think it's so small things that make it a win or third place.
Am I officially streaking now? You wouldn't give it to me before, but am I streaking now?
No, you have some luck.
Still no streaking.
Very good.
But the package Abu Dhabi have is we have the same thing, so it's up to us, and it's so fun. Especially all the guys in the team are amazing, and they give us the best boat we can have, and so it's fun to see. It's really up to us.
And other than the cake, your thoughts of Amaravathi this week? Very nice. How about that? Very good.
No, I really love it. They are so. How do you say hospitality? Yeah, they're great hospitality, and they're just happy people. From where we come from, you don't see this so often with so much happy people. So it's quite cool to see.
Yeah, it's a nice change. All right, I'll tell you what, let's open it up now to you, the world press. If anybody has any questions, please raise your hand, identify yourself, and yell out loudly because I don't have a microphone to hand you. So, is there anybody, did I see anybody in the back? I can't see. All right, step forward and ask your question, please.
ఏంటి ఎవరికన్నా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా? మరి నుంచోండి ఒక్కసారి చేయెత్తున్నారు ఇంత నుంచి. ఏంటి నుంచోరా? క్వశ్చన్సా? ఓ లేదా? ఓకే.
I'm from Indian Andhra Jyoti news channel. H2O race which is new to India and also new to Andhra Pradesh. So is it kick-started in Amaravathi? Even Indian people are very much like about cricket and other games. Is the H2O gives a good kick-start here from Amaravathi?
I certainly hope so. By the enthusiasm of the crowd and the people, I believe so. I think they really like to see the motorsport, and we certainly like coming because the people are so happy to see us, and there's so many that come. Yes, I believe so.
How do you feel the atmosphere? How do you feel the crowd?
The crowd was amazing. It's extremely warm. I mean, there was, just to get from the podium to here, we each needed 4 bodyguards because everybody just wanted a picture and to touch us, and that's wonderful. That's something that we appreciate, and we think because, we put ourselves on the line out there, for them to appreciate it like that is really amazing.
Very nice, good question. Next question, please. Anybody? Don't be shy. If you've got a question, just speak up. No? All right, I'll tell you what, if there's no more questions... Yeah, what? Oh, I can't see you. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead. Speak up and ask your question.
Yeah. So, friends, just one request, Andy. They will not do, as per rule, individual interviews, the winners. So, any questions you better ask now. ఇప్పుడే అడగాలి క్వశ్చన్స్. వాళ్ళు ఇండివిజువల్గా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ తీసుకోరు, ఇయ్యరు. winner. Amma.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations, all three of you. And you seem to be a habitual winner. Yeah, because...
At the moment.
Yeah. So what does it take to be a good racer? I mean,
Well, it takes a lot of things, but I would say what it takes more than anything is a good amount of mental fortitude, mental strength, because many things can happen during the race, during the qualifying, and you have to just overcome it. You have to say that I can do this, I can figure out a way, I can make the perfect lap, I can get one more tenth of a second, whatever it is. And honestly, the other thing is to take your biggest failures sometimes and learn from them. I drove the worst race of my life in London this year, probably in 10 years. I went home destroyed. Like, I didn't want to see anybody, I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I rebuilt myself from there forward. Just, saying, this is what I did wrong, this is how I can fix it, and this is how I get better. And now I'm here. So hopefully we can continue like that. But for me, that's what it is. Maybe Merritt can say something as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of mental strength and physical strength, and you need a very, very good board and a good team. But I mean, like Sean said earlier, every day when I wake up, I think about racing, the next race, and every day I try to do something to make me a bit more prepared for the next race. It can be about sponsorship, it can be about physical strength, mental strength, and I believe that this sport, because we are always handling danger, requires a lot of mental strength.
and since you were talking about the next round, which is going to be in Abu Dhabi, sorry, thank you so much.
Yeah, there you go.
You said you've been racing there for years, right? So this was first time, you came here first time. So was it any different, this experience in that terms? No, you are in Amaravathi for the first time, right? In India, I mean. So since just now she said like next round it will be Abu Dhabi. So since you've been racing there for earlier also, so it's not a new experience. So was it any different here in Amaravathi?
Yeah, there's always different. Every race course is different, every water is different, and every time you have to kind of set yourself from on zero and just start finding the right setup for the boat, making the perfect lines around the race course, and little by little during the week you improve the times and the performance. But we are here, so I believe we did a good job in doing that. But every race, even when we go back to Abu Dhabi next week, we have to, or in a couple of weeks, we still have to test again from zero and find the right propeller, find the right balance, because everything is changing. All the teams are consistently working to improve the power, improve the performance, and then we always have to work hard for the new events.
And also, if you could share the weather condition when you were racing. I mean, how was the wind condition and all? Like, was it very?
First of all, for me, who's coming from Norway, a very cold country, the main thing here is super hot for us. Back home in Norway now is about 0 degrees. The snow is coming in a couple of days, and to survive the heat is the most challenging thing, I think, for us, Eric. And of course, we had some difficulties in the qualifying yesterday because it was quite windy, but it dropped little by little. And today it was a little windy, but not that much. It was consistent, and I think it was quite an easy race to read the water. But for me, the main difficulty was the heat.
And one last question here. Apart from racing, what else you do? I mean,
me?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm a singer.
Okay.
I work as a singer together with the racing.
Oh, thank you so much, and congrats once again. Yeah.
Hi, Lorenzo. I saw comedian. You must remember me while on the first day when we were on the colleagues. I came to you personally.
I think I'm done here.
And that day itself, you first seeing yourself like and what made you feel so confident, and how could you predict your victory on the day one itself?
Well, first, that's called just fake it till you make it. So, right. You ask me if I'm going to win? Sure, I'm going to win. No, but it's because we have confidence in our team because we prepare really well. And we're blessed to have a good budget for Abu Dhabi to really support us and allow us to test and have good equipment. And so when I arrived here, we kind of already had a game plan. We kind of knew what we were going to do. And so we feel pretty confident about that, even though we've never been here before. It was just a matter of getting used to the water, etc. So, like I said, it's mainly fake it till you make it. If you're going to tell me if I'm going to win 3 days before the race, yes, I'm going to win. And if you ask Eric, he'll say, yes, of course, I'm going to win.
But then you also said that Tani is the #1 champion. You are standing second. I was really wondering, both the team, both 1 and 2 are from Abu Dhabi.
No, 1, 2, and 3 are from Abu Dhabi. Also Tani, but Tani today has a problem with the engine, which is terrible. I feel terrible for him because he had a good boat. And I think now I'm first, Eric is second, and Tani is third. So he went from first to third, so you see how quickly it changes.
Okay, any other questions? Any other questions, please? No? Last call for questions. None? Well, thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure coming here. We loved it. We can't wait to come back again. It's been 14 years since I last came to India, and I can't wait to come back again. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you got all your stories taken care of, and we wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the year. And if you have nothing else to do and you want to cover more of this racing, join us in 3 weeks in Abu Dhabi. We'd love to see you. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Sean.
Yeah, just real quick for that.
Yeah, I got to do the backstage.
అక్కడ ఉంది